This episode is brought to you by Lurk Royalty, a Twitch gaming team that puts out Call of Duty content, Rocket League content, and any epic esports matchups you can think of. If you want to check them out, go over to twitch.tv. The three team members are Creeper KC, you got Brazzy TTV, and Reckless_X. Go check them out over on twitch.tv. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. This is the Delirious Dads Gaming Podcast, episode 117.
And if this is your first time, ignore Clinton's voice just now. He doesn't always sound as pretty.
It was a tribute to his favorite comedian,
Norm Macdonald.
But we didn't have to tell you that, right? Because you already knew who that was.
Everybody knew. As soon as they heard it, like, wow, is that Norm on there?
Yeah. Yep. Hey! I read in the OJ book. He said, here, right here, we're just gonna throw it on the podcast. He said, hey, Nicole, I would have died for her. I would have took a bullet for her. I would have stepped in front of a train for her. Man, isn't that the luck? The one guy that's willing to save you kills you.
It's pretty good. It really is.
Yep.
Yeah. It's kind of like Nora with a little bit of Trump. Like just a little bit. Yeah. I enjoyed it, though. It was good. Better than I expected. Yeah.
Anywho,
okay. We got news.
We do got news, guys. To preface this, it's just like last week. It's like the news gods are not giving anything. So, we're playing New World. We're shooting wolves, killing rabbits. Ryan's joining us after the podcast tonight. So we're excited about that. Mm-hmm. Ryan's really busy with work. Hunter, what's going on with you?
Oh, nothing. I just live at home, but I don't do anything.
Gotcha. You
yeah.
sleep
the lap
all
of
day.
luxury.
Yeah. Some would call me a hobo because that's what I look like.
All right, guys. If you're not watching the video, and you're just audioing it, Hunter had an OSU beanie with a tank top, and we could see hair, and we could see orifices, and I was just like, "Hey, bro."
Wait, hold on. What orifice did you see?
The mouth.
Yeah, the mouth, nostrils.
But all those are always there, so I don't understand.
Yeah, but you mix that in with the chest hair, the pit hair, the shoulder hair. It was just too much.
Anyways, what happened, guys, is Hunter was wearing a tank top. Clint quickly realized he's not allowed to wear tank tops for the last 10 years. And he was jealous, and that's what it became. So that's where we're at now.
All right, I didn't see that going that way, so thank you for that.
No problem.
Oh, man.
And in other news, we have news. It's
That's
just
right.
not the best news.
It's the only news, actually.
Yeah.
Leaks for Geeks. All right, guys, it's time for the Leaks for Geeks. The news for the dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Right here, right now.
Hey, is that a Farley thing? A dudes. Or who does that?
No.
That's
that sounds like Adam Sandler.
That's
Lehazer? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh
who
yeah,
does that? That's a Jim
all,
Carrey.
That's
yeah,
Jim Carrey. Yeah.
Yeah. Did David Spade steal some of that sometimes? I think he did some of that.
A little bit, yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And
Not
then
quite.
and then
Just
Schneider
much,
Snyder was more the, I don't know. What was it he'd do? Like Taco, Mr. Taco, Filippo, kinda, I don't know.
I'm not a big Schneider guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he's in the background on all the Sandler movies.
Right.
He was the one guy they needed to keep working so he didn't go broke. I'm just saying, I'm calling it like I sees it tonight. Okay.
I hear you.
He shows up at your door.
Clearly, guys, it's a passion of Clint's. It's buried in there. It wanted to be a stand-up comedian. And so he gets in these kicks where he watches them and he's like, "Ah, man, I'm being serious," because he likes it a lot.
I think you would do the same. I think we would.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's in there. I'd love it.
Yeah, there's that performance side that you're just kind of. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, originally Clint wanted to be a WWE wrestler, but when he realized his size upstairs and downstairs doesn't qualify.
Whoa! I am at least average, and besides, 5'7", 200.
Just doesn't work. Yeah,
whatever.
5.7, no matter how you say it, does not.
He could be like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
your name would be Caucasian Persuasion.
There you go. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and your shtick could be Norm McDaniels or Donald, whatever the frick it is. That's your voice all the time in the ring and everything.
But here's the problem: when you can't bend down and touch your knees, see, that's not gonna work in the wrestling world. So you gotta throw that out.
That's your special move, the no knee touch.
Bends down like he's gonna touch his knee, but then slaps you in the face instead.
The other guys get a hold of him, and they're like 2-3 of them on him. You're gonna touch him. You're gonna touch your knee, brother. I'm not gonna touch him.
He's just like stuck halfway.
I think he just broke his arm off.
And Clinton's turning to him to hit him like this.
Oh my god!
Well, have you noticed he can't turn his neck? Yeah, it's fused together. That's what I tell people. It's fused.
Yeah. They said, "Oh, he had surgery." No, I was just born at 2 pounds.
2
and then
pounds,
all of a sudden they feel bad. They just feel super bad all of a sudden.
I was premature, and you are offensive to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll be getting a lawsuit letter in the mail. Don't worry.
That's right. I'm compensating for my averageness.
Who's got the first real letter? Because we've made this this entertaining already. Because the news isn't. Just in case you guys are listening and are wondering why we're doing all this. It's because we figured we might as well let you guys just be entertained by us because the news isn't going to do it. But here's the first one. Hunter's got it for us.
I got it. All right. So first on the list, we're going to talk a little bit of Fortnite, obviously. And I just cannot believe Fortnite is still here. Like, it's still just in the top of the news.
Yep.
Like, it just stays relevant. It stays around. And it's just, I don't play it anymore, but that doesn't mean it's not a good game. And they continue to just update it and make it appealing to this generation. And so, anyways, all that to say is that their Halloween event is obviously knocking on the door. It actually started because it is October. Mm-hmm. So they have some things that come out when this time of the season starts. And so they've teased a couple things. And so this, it says Epic Games is, Epic Games is kicking off the Fortnite Halloween event. And it teases new crossovers with characters. And among those things, it seems that AMC's The Walking Dead, Rick Grimes, may be coming to Fortnite. Now, the developer has not confirmed this. And so the reason they think this could be a thing... Sorry, hold on. I'm taking a little sip. My throat is super dry. The Fortnitemares is what is called the event during October. But they have a bunch of different things that comes out, and they're like these little tarot-looking cards. And then they flip around and reveal what is available now. So the first one was Frankenstein, and he's already flipped over, and he's available. And then the next couple cards are different things, and then the last one is his iconic sheriff hat. So they believe that Rick Grimes is coming to Fortnite.
Okay.
So
It'd be messed
nothing's
up
been
if they
confirmed.
did like the way what's it called? Smash Bros. What they do. You know how they'll do like a silhouette, but it'll be like kind of a fooled you silhouette.
Yeah,
Like a couple characters stacked to make it look like it's this character, and then everybody thinks that, and then it's not. Messed up if Fortnite did something like that somehow.
Right.
Just completely obviously told you it was Rick, but then it wasn't Rick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's definitely like
Instead, it's Nacho Libre with a sombrero.
it's not just a silhouette of a hat. It's his hat. It's like green colored. It's got like a sheriff stamp on it, and then it's got the two tassels. So I mean, like maybe they would be funny kind of if they did that and then just came out with a random sheriff.
Mhm.
Like
or it's Carl because he
Yeah.
wore
That'd be
Rick's hat later.
Yeah. I'm trying to think though. There's no other like iconic
No,
Sheriff
that's very
sheriff wears
specific.
for Halloween
Hopper
stuff.
from Stranger
Yeah.
Things, but I don't think his hat looks like that.
Could be the
Right.
puppet from Puppet Master. Could be him, but he didn't have
Yeah.
a sheriff thing on his.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
a scary little puppet. I hear.
And, I mean,
I hear they like
It's
to keep
Rick.
old dummies.
It's gonna be Rick.
Yeah, the thing about it is that it says it follows a leak earlier this year that suggested Epic had been working on a Walking Dead collaboration with AMC.
Boom.
So
Okay.
Boom.
it's
And
Dead or
they've-
walking.
And they're working
Yeah.
with Brawlhalla. You know, they got stuff on Brawlhalla already, so
Mm-hmm.
probably is.
and Daryl and Michonne did come to the game last year.
Oh, they
um,
did for Fortnite.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We missed out on that.
likely candidates obviously would be Rick and his nemesis Negan.
Obviously, Fortnite's not going anywhere. They're going to continue to stay in the news, continue to stay on top, continue to make a bunch of money. And, they're doing a good job still. Just not
Hand
our
over
game.
fist.
Yeah.
Well, there's only so many games we can play. Fortnite.
Yeah.
Just not
Well,
on the
that's-
top of the list.
I think if we gave it all the time we had, me and you, Clint, would never
No, I can't build.
achieve anything at Fortnite. Huh?
Yeah, shooting is
Just not there.
as far as I go.
Like we're lucky to be, top golds in Rocket League. Like
That's right.
we've really put in a lot of effort to get there.
Right on the edge of platinum.
If I wasn't playing with you, you'd have made it already. I hold you back. I need to let you go.
It's me that hold you guys back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, what you got, Clint? What do you got?
I got.
Bring us something really good. Don't bore us here, Clint.
I'm not. So we're talking about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Yes, I like that. It looked good.
Yes.
So the cartoon platform fighter Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl will feature Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender and Korra.
Talking about some of that with the band.
Yeah. And Korra from the sequel series The Legend of Korra. So the two new fighters were confirmed in the latest podcast from Xbox Larry's Rib, putting the game's roster at 19 characters and counting. Publisher Game Mill Entertainment swiftly followed up with a full fat showcase for both characters. Before we even had a time to process the fact that the game will soon include these characters. It says here Aang is described as a mobile character who specializes in aerial combos. So expect the Airbender to juggle with the best of them when Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl arrives October 5th, which is today.
Today.
He should be really good with that. I watched that show like crazy. I never watched the second one, but Korra wasn't she the Earth one that was with him like most of the show?
She was
Isn't that
the
Korra?
water
Fire?
one. She was water.
Is it? Oh, okay, gotcha. But she was one of the main characters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now it says Korra, she focuses more on close range attacks and excels in grounded duels. And while Aang focuses on airbending, Korra uses greater variety of elements in her attacks, which is pretty good.
I don't remember
of how the
if
two avatars fight in the series.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember if she ends up being able to do multiple.
So she's the taller one that was a little more mentory.
Probably
Like
so.
kind of like took care of him a little bit.
She's the one that found him.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And then her and her brother went on the adventure with him.
Okay.
Turned him to a little airbender.
Yeah, but
I
she
never
was a
watched the
waterbender.
series, so I'm in the dark.
And I don't remember if she ended up learning other ones too, or finding out she could do more than water, or not. I don't remember.
So what elements would you guys want to bend?
Like in real life?
Yeah. You
Want to bend them cheeks?
You're gonna be an airbender or a bender of some type.
I gotta answer this real quick. Sorry.
Okay, Hunter, you want to be a bender of some type?
You know what? I know it's like the cheesy answer, but I kind of would want to be like Aang and be able to do all elements. But if I had to choose one, man, gosh, that's hard. I think fire just seems cool.
Yeah.
But it's so destructive.
I want ice,
like,
I think I'd be the ice guy.
Yeah. I think that's included in water. I think there's only in the Avatar universe, there's earth, wind, or air, earth, wind, fire, and earth, wind, fire.
Dirt? Oh, well, I guess that includes earth. So
Yeah, I think it's just earth, wind, and fire.
earth, wind, and fire. Okay.
Earth. Oh, and water. Earth, wind, fire, and water.
Okay. Earth, wind,
There's 4
fire,
of them.
Water. Okay, so I'm going with water, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think water's a good one because there's like healing elements to it in the show.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like more of a healing type, but then you can also use it as quite a force to fight people with and like turn it to ice, like you said.
Yeah.
And then fire is just fire, like it's just destruction. Like there's not
just nonstop burning everybody.
Yeah. Earth is kind of cool because you can use it as like defense and attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like shielding and then you got your wind, which is kind of a deterrent plus an attack, right? Like
yeah.
you don't
just
really
to push things away or throw things off a cliff. Oh yeah, I guess you can be
move
in
things.
That way. Yeah. Okay. Tornadoes, you can wield tornadoes. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I love. So the premise is that Aang is the last Airbender, but he's also the Avatar, and the Avatar is able to wield all of them. Like he can do all things, and then there's these different nations. There's the Fire Nation, and
so they follow
Earth
him
Nation.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm. They follow him through his journey to become the Avatar to save the people who've been divided.
See, now I'm like, why didn't I watch this series? Like, I guess I missed it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because it's a good series. I'm not even like a huge cartoon guy. Like I got into Pokemon for a little while.
It's almost considered anime, but it's like it's
Americanized, I guess.
Americanized anime, yeah.
Yeah, it's much easier to follow.
I mean, I remember it being a big deal when we were younger, but I just
I would rewatch it. In fact, I started to rewatch it for a while, and then I fell off a little bit. But
okay. Well, maybe once Claire gets a little older, I'll watch it with her.
Yeah, it'd be worth watching for sure.
Yeah, she's into like drawing stuff.
Definitely be cool to play with them on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that'd be a blast.
A little Nicky Nick, you know what I'm saying?
Well, what else you got, Hunt Dog? Oh, actually, I think I was going to go first because yours was better than
You want
mine.
to go first? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I was going to go first because yours was a little bit more interesting than the stuff that I got going on. So, guys, we talked about it earlier. We mentioned it in passing. It's a thing, New World. It's on Steam. You can get it for $39.99 American US dollars or $49.99 if you want to look cool. Okay, and it's got some other like extra.
I just downloaded the $49.99.
That's right.
Because I want to look cool.
That's right.
Probably not even worth it.
The game's fun so far.
The guy who didn't do it.
From what me and Hunter have seen so far, the game's fun. We're enjoying it. PvP is a mother effer.
It is hard. Yeah.
I think we need to be a little bit higher level. We've been getting smoked by some.
But you can you can toggle that off and on. You don't always have to be in PvP.
Yeah, you just go back to town and turn it off after they spank them cheeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Clap.
Well, there's always those guys that put in like within the first 48 hours, they've got like 72 hours of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. There's always going to be those guys. So you're like, how do you master a game that just came out?
Yeah.
That's just what they do.
Yep.
They got full like golden angelic looking armor. And just like, what?
Right.
So I think once we all get time on this game and can put in some time and really get a good idea what we think of it, I think we'll do a good big review of like a final verdict episode of what we think of it. But what I really like about it is the fact that factions take rule of the region. So I think that's really neat. And
okay.
Like, your crew can take over and tax people and all that good stuff. Pretty sweet.
Nice.
But anyway, enough of that. They had some server issues, lots of queue times, things like that you would expect, but maybe not expect from a company like Amazon. I think some people thought, they'll have it down because they've got the resources and money. This is something they're used to doing this online stuff. But apparently not. They had some issues with queue times and things like that.
I've been completely out of the loop because all I've been doing is working. It's Christmas season, and if you guys have listened to our show for the last 2 years or whatever it is, then you already know about that time of year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here, but I'm not here as much as I usually am. I did not know this was from Amazon. The way you guys have been talking about it, I thought this was just like, like a lot of these other games that are kind of no names that happen to come out of nowhere and like do well. That's what I thought this was. This is an Amazon MMO, huh?
Yep. This is Amazon's first game MMO.
I don't remember talking about this ahead of time. Were we under a rock, or did they sneak deliver this thing?
No,
we
had mentioned it. I don't know if you did or Hunter did, but we did mention it. But it was very early on in its process. We just knew the name New World, but we didn't know much about the game.
I didn't even know it was being developed by Amazon until recently, that they made it. But
I just didn't want to jump past that because I know there's probably some listeners out there who don't know, they've heard about the game, but they didn't know it's an Amazon game or something.
Yeah.
I mean, if same for me, I'm sure.
It's done phenomenal numbers out of the gate as far as an MMO and being on Steam.
And it's free to play once you buy the game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And from what we saw, the in-game store, everything's cosmetic. So it doesn't look like there's any pay-to-win features yet in the game. I have heard that they may do some like XP boost stuff later. I don't know that I think that's as big of a deal. I don't really care. I don't know. Like, okay, you gave someone a XP boost to level quicker. Big deal.
Right.
They're still going to have the skill later on,
Yeah, that's like when you pay for the passes and you get extra XP for your wins and all that kind of stuff. Same kind of thing.
Yeah. And so, they want to continue to make money on this game. And so, if you don't got to pay a sub, this is what you're going to have to deal with. I hate to break it to you. As of right now, no mounts in the game, so that's interesting. But anyway, it says here that New World developers are working to increase the capacity of every available server in the game to aim to reduce New World's queue times. It says here in an announcement on the official New World Twitter account, the developer team at Amazon Game Studios thanks to the 1 million players who flocked to the New World when it launched earlier last week, I should say, and promising that despite the rocky start, it's working to increase server capacity on every available server.
And I came across an article today that had said that they, on New World, that the full servers have stopped allowing character creation too. So maybe that's something to help slow down some of the lag and the queuing problems and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Well, and so that's it. Hunter, you had some New World news you wanted to cover as well.
I do. I just got a couple tips for this and how to level up like you were talking about. So this is a leveling up guide and just some tips on how to level up quickly. So let's see here. Amazon Games New World is an MMO RPG of the old school variety where players will be able to level up their characters by completing quests, battling foes, and gathering resources. So some of the quickest ways you can do this is by checking the town project board. There is a board in each town that you can visit that has some projects. There's some quests that you can do. Each town has quests that, when completed, help progress certain projects determined by whichever company or guild is currently running that town. These quests usually involve turning in raw materials or crafted items, hunting specific animals, or exploring certain locations. Before heading out to the quest, be sure to always check out the town project board and the nearest settlement to see if there are any quests that you can complete easily. If you're feeling lazy, you can oftentimes simply buy the resources or items needed in the town project board quest from other players at the settlement's trading post or auction house for cheap. The next thing you could do is do at least 3 faction missions per day. Faction missions are another way to earn experience points that you should be taking advantage of. These quests can never run out. There are always more to do. These quests come in either PvP or PvE form, so take your pick. PvE quests typically involve going to certain locations and killing a certain number of enemies, or looting a particular number of chests. PvP quests usually involve heading to a specific location and surviving within a certain amount of time, in addition to killing enemy NPCs and looting items in that area. Regardless of what you choose to do, you'll want to do at least 3 of these quests per day to take advantage of the daily bonuses, which will maximize your experience points gained.
Yeah, so it's not just the XP; it's going to kind of stack up for you. Yeah.
Yes. Do the main quests, but do them efficiently. The main story in the new world is definitely something players need to be making progress on, as it only not rewards a large amount of experience for each quest, but it also unlocks the Azoth staff and the ability to do higher level expeditions like dungeons and content.
Okay.
The issue is that the main story quests early on often take players all around the world, new world's starting areas, and that means a lot of running. In order to make sure you aren't wasting the time simply running back and forth just to from one quest to the other, make sure you grab additional quests, either side quest, faction quest, or town project board quest in the same area. Completing quests that are grouped close together minimizes downtime and leaves leveling much more efficient. And then it just says complete settlement side quests. There's a bunch of, usually when you're around the settlements, there's different side quests that just pop up kind of, in the area that you can accept and do really quick. And then the last thing it says, or not the last thing, one of the next thing is it says pick the territory standing XP bonus every chance you get. So there's times when you can.
So you're telling me I already screwed that up because I haven't been.
Yeah, there's times you can choose these, bonus points or bonus upgrades, and so doing the quest and slaying enemies in a particular zone will increase your standings in that territory. Upon reaching a new territory standing level, you can select from a number of perks ranging from faster gathering speeds while in that territory to increase storage space in the territory settlements.
Okay.
For the purposes of leveling up faster, you'll want to always select the increase XP perk at every turn. It won't be available every time your territory standing goes up, but always select it when it's available. It definitely helps you squeeze out as much experience from quests and activities as possible.
Yeah.
And then the last thing,
that's new, right?
Yeah.
In the game, I don't remember having a territory ranking or being better because you're used to that terrain. That's basically what that's saying. That's new. I don't remember that in any MMO so far.
Yeah. I haven't discovered it yet, and I think it's really nice, really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it too. Great idea.
The last thing here that'll help you with your XP, which is cool, but I've never thought about this, is that to make sure you log out in a settlement. It says this is probably the easiest way, albeit also the least impactful way to increase your leveling speeds. Like many other MMOs, you'll receive a rested experience point bonus simply for logging out in a town. When you log back in, you'll have banked a set amount of 100% bonus rested experience based on how long you've been logged out for. This 100% bonus is then rewarded after doing anything that rewards experience, such as killing enemies or gathering resources. The bonus is not particularly huge, but every little bit helps, especially when you're the only.
Gotcha.
Yeah, especially if you're only playing for a couple hours each day. So, to go over a quick review of that without
the end of that's the funny part. You're talking to the delirious dads, and only a couple hours each day would be like the max that we could dream of.
Yeah,
playing.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
like you said, not sinking 70-something hours into one.
Right.
So, quick overview of how you can level up quickly. Check the town project board always. Do at least 3 faction missions a day. Do the main quests, but do it efficiently by gathering other quests along the way. Pick the territory standing XP bonus every chance you can get. Make sure to log out in a settlement when you log out.
Okay.
Nice.
And then if you're a delirious dad, we'll see you in 6 months at max.
Probably 2 years.
This game this game, I'm just going to say it. This game has a lot of little ideas that I love. Like me and Hunter were looking at the territory board, I think it was. There's like a planning board or something. And we realized that these towns that you take over start out as little starter towns. You actually upgrade them. So,
Okay.
like, there's a deal to upgrade the city walls. And anyway, you upgrade it to like a bigger city. If that makes sense.
You or everybody that's on that server?
Everybody on that server in that faction.
Cool.
In that faction,
I like
though.
that. Yeah.
So, like, right now, we're part of the Marauders, and the Marauders, last time we were on, owned our little town.
Okay.
So we like everybody's like working to upgrade, and that's what that town board's for, is to add XP towards the upgrades of the city.
Right.
And
like that.
And then they can kind of decide what next project there is to work on.
And Hunter also said one of the things that we've been saying is, for us, one of the biggest negatives against any of these MMOs is that it's live action battle rather than point and click. You know what I mean? I always call it turn-based, which pisses you off because I know it's not turn-based. I'm just making fun of you.
Well, this is more like a console game in the way.
Yeah, that's what he said. Even though it's MMO, and I said, they're trying to reach that group of people that want to play MMOs, but it's not quite their jam. So I like that too.
For sure.
I'm sure they're not the only one who's done that, guys. I'm sure.
I know Elder Scrolls Online, they are similar.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So it does play like an Elder Scrolls game, kind of.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Anyway, guys, so that's it. That's the news, and
nice.
That's what we got for you. So go buy you a fresh copy of New World if you have it on PC. If you don't, then you're just gonna have to wait till it releases on console.
Right, hit us up. Maybe you can join our clan.
Yeah.
Yep. Delirious. Delirious Trading Company.
The Delirious Trading Co.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So join
Delirious Trading Co.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Clinton to name it. I was trying to have Clinton name it the Double D Trading Co. But he wouldn't go for that.
DDT Trading Co. I like it.
No, just the Double D Trading Co.
Oh, like word it that way.
Double D.
Yeah.
The Double
D
Trading Co.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how strict they were yet.
Delirious Dads. Yeah. Trading Co.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, with that said, guys, go over to Patreon. Give us your money because we need resources to play more New World.
Every single one.
Yeah. And then once you do that, we want you to
stay delirious.
Stay daddy.
And stay game. This has been a Delirious Dads production. For more information about the show, visit our website at www.deliriousdadsgaming.com. You can also find us on facebook.com/deliriousdadsgaming, twitch.tv, and YouTube. Make sure you like and share our pages to help us grow the channel. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please leave a rating and review if you enjoy the show. Thank you again for listening, and we hope to see you next time.